gonna do some lawn work today. I need to get this Honda mower out of here, and I don't know how I'm gonna get that out of there. I need to get this top dresser out of here. I need this Honda mower out of here. I'm wanting to mow the front lawn that I've seeded, so luckily it's not that heavy. Holy crap. Oh. Ow. Holy crap, I just smashed my finger. Oh my gosh, that hurt. I really need to just use the reel mower. And it's right here. And I want to try the rotary as well. Really, let's give this guy a shot first. I do not know the level or the height of cut that's this mower is set to. I think the last time I used it was over a year ago, and I think it's set to like a ½ inch or something. So let's try the rotary first, see what happens. So I'm thinking we need to just skip straight to the reel mower. I don't know. It's really bumpy and lumpy. I was going to use Rick the roller and roll it, but I need to let it dry out. And it's dry enough to use the roller, but see these low spots here? This is where I need to add more seed. Lots of rain, lots of washout. So it's time to try the reel. And then I'll put the seed down. So tenacity, seed, peat moss, more starter fertilizer, and so on. I'm gonna check the height of cut on this thing really quick. So it's set to like 0.6. I want to put it down to a ½ inch. Check cut quality. Ooh, good thing I checked, because that is way off over here. That's pretty good. It does need to be sharpened. The mower's set to 1/2 inch, and let's mow it. This is the very first mow of this grass, planting it from seed. There's a lot of folks out there that'll go, oh, you can't put that heavy machine on that baby grass. And come on, peeps. I'm gonna put this heavy roller and this mower right on this baby grass, so it's okay. It's okay, it's just grass, folks. I don't see any point in letting the grass go to 4 inches and then mow. I just don't get that. If you're gonna mow low like this, just use the mower right off the bat. No need for one of those stupid little walk behind manual mowers. Just take your heavy machine on there and roll it. The rolling's gonna flatten it out and make it smooth. So it's picking up those pellets, okay? So I put down those mulch pellets, and it's picking them up, probably ruining the sharpness of my blade for sure. Like I said, just go for it. This is the very first time mowing it, and I'm going full bore. So the one thing I'm not doing is I'm not putting the riding reel mower on there yet. I want to collect the clippings, and I want to roll it so it becomes smooth. And the Greensmaster is heavy, and it's got the Brea roller. So look at this right here. See how that's tall and that's short? This grass is thick. This is the new fresh Kentucky bluegrass. I'm cutting it at about from 2 inches down to a ½ inch. Every time I go over it, it's just not wanting to cut. So I finished the mow. My camera battery died, but I was able to get it charged up. It looks good through here. We definitely have some balder spots like there, and some bad ones over in here, and basically nothing over there. Problem areas are primarily over there, and I am gonna put some tenacity down. You want to put the tenacity down about every 3 weeks, 21 days, and that will keep weeds from coming up. And generally speaking, there's not a lot of weeds in the lawn that came up, so really quite happy with that. This was a disaster. That got washed out with rain really badly. See, there's almost no grass there and here. So the biggest problem areas are right here where the shadow is, a little bit there, there, and all through here. So those areas need more seed, and I've got the seed and it's pre-germinated, but I need to put down the tenacity first. Doing tenacity right here, this stuff. So tenacity is amazing when you're seeding if you've got cool season, because it prevents the weeds from coming up, but it doesn't kill the cool season lawn for some reason. And it doesn't prevent the grass seeds from germinating, but it will prevent weed seeds from germinating and coming up. It's really some odd stuff, but you want to put this stuff down at a half a teaspoon per 1,000 square feet. So in this case, I have 8,000 square feet, so I'm going to be doing 4 teaspoons. And when you buy this, it comes with a little teaspoon measuring device. Whenever you're working with chemicals, you want to follow the label directions, and then make sure you got all your personal protective equipment on, like gloves, safety glasses, high-vis vest, long sleeves, long pants, boots. You want to make sure that you're safe, you're keeping your family safe. I'm just going to fill this up to the 4 mark, and that's going to go into my mixture. This stuff's really awesome. It's like a wonder drug when it comes to seeding. So I also have this Longology RGS and Humic 12. I think this stuff calls for 3 ounces and 6 ounces. I don't want that humic acid to stain my driveway, which whenever I make these spray videos, people always talk about the PPE, and I just want to stress the importance of using all of your protective gear. And this isn't a joking matter. This is people's health we're talking about. So anyways, whenever you're gonna seed cool season lawn, you always want to use the tenacity. It's the best. Really keeps the weeds at bay. I'm gonna mix up the carrier with the grass seed. This is my grass seed. It's been sitting in this bucket, pre-germinating or whatever, soaking for like 10 days, which is too much. So the seed comes out of the bucket wet, okay? You want to get as much of the water out as you can. So I found that this works. This method works. This stuff's really hard to spread when it's wet, so you want it to be dry. Because I'm doing that, I use 2 bags of these paint strainers because I knew I was gonna shake it like that. With this seed being in there for 10 days, I hope I didn't ruin it. But look at this seed here. I don't see that it's sprouting, which that's good. All right, so I'm using this humic acid. This is granular humic acid. You use Milorganite or Bay State fertilizer or something, you know, any biosolid or something. But this stuff isn't fertilizer. So we're really just using this as a carrier. Put my seed in there like that. And then I'm just gonna mix it. I was gonna use a concrete mixer to do this, like a motorized one. And I went down to the rental shop to get it, and they said, oh, we rented that out. So look at the seed there. I just dropped some on the ground, which isn't good. It's not germinating. I don't see any sprouts, which is good. So I think we're okay. I'm just taking it, rolling it. And you can see my seed here. It's gonna be spreadable. It's not too wet. The hardest part is it's all wet. So I'm wanting to spread that seed fairly evenly across these dead spots, like right here and here. These are brown spots that never came in. The thing I like about this humic acid is it doesn't burn. It's a good carrier. For me, it's easy to find. For a lot of people, it's really not, and it's not gonna burn. So you can put as much of this stuff as you want down, and then it's a good soil amendment. So I just want to try to focus on the bald areas the most, first and foremost. He doesn't want to spread. Oh, so still clogged. So the more carrier, the better in this situation, folks. It's really cloggy. Doesn't seem to want to come out very good. And I'm really hesitant to open it full bore because I'll just burn all my seed up super quickly. Got all the seed put down. I ended up putting down the rest of my seed. So over the past, what, 3 or 4 weeks, I've put down 50 pounds of seed, which is way too much for this section. You really only need 8,000 or 3 pounds per 1,000 square feet. And so really should have only put down to about 25 pounds. But I had a lot of washout, had rainstorms like crazy, and it all just disappeared. So starter fertilizer can be hard to find. So I'm just using an all-purpose general fertilizer, a 1616. So I'm gonna put the starter fertilizer down and then I'm gonna roll it. So I've got the starter fertilizer in here. It's also time to really start fertilizing the lawn. Micro doses, small amounts of fertilizer more often. So I got 2 more steps. I'm gonna get Rick Roller out and roll it, and then peat moss. Very light dose of fertilizer. The fertilizer will help not only the starter for the new roots or the fresh seedlings, but it'll also help to thicken it up and keep it green, get it growing fast and vigorously. It's definitely time to start mowing it regularly. Low, 1/2 inch. Start right off the bat. Don't let it get up to 3 and 4 inches. If you're going for the tall look, let it get up to 4 inches. If you're wanting to mow it low, start right off the bat. What's the point of waiting?
But no, don't do that. You're gonna ruin the seed. Don't do that. You're gonna ruin the new grass.
Last step is to put this peat moss down. And I'm gonna use this spreader to do it, because it's effective. I wish I had one of those like peat moss rollers, but this thing works pretty good as well. This thing's the Ecolon 2500 or 250, I think. Ecolon applicator. The Eco 250. So these guys sponsored this like last year, and this thing's amazing. I love it. I primarily use it to top dress with sand, but you can put compost in there, punch holes in your lawn, put compost. Really good for your lawn. And it's good for putting this peat moss down as well. It's got this auger, so it will agitate and spread out the peat moss pretty fine. So I'm gonna put it right here, and then I've got, I think, 6 bales over there that I'm gonna use to put down peat moss as well. So everywhere that's bare needs peat moss. The peat moss keeps the seed moist, and it's a good indicator that you know that your seed or the ground is moist. Peat moss is good stuff when you're seeding. So this spreader is one fantastic piece of equipment. Hard to find to rent, but you professional landscapers, I'm telling you, this thing's legit. Last thing you always got to do when you seed is water. If the seed dries out, it dies out. The seed cannot dry out. So run your sprinklers, run a hose with a sprinkler on the end, do something, but you gotta water it. Peat moss is really nice because it tells you when the soil's not damp, because it gets that light brown color rather than the dark brown. So it is the next day after putting down all the seed and this top dressing peat moss. After it got dark, I realized that I still had some of that wet seed and humic acid in my spreader that I didn't ever spread out. So I came out here and spread it in the dark. But I just ran the roller over this to kind of try to pack down those seeds. Got to keep it wet again for another, what, 10 days or something like that, 20 days. And we're gonna see how it fares out. I do have a dry spot that's right there. The sprinklers don't seem to wanna reach that area right there, which is super frustrating right here. That's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. hit the like button, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.